So my name's Mark Toohey. I'm the editor-in-chief of Sun News, the 5 Sun newspapers across Canada. And I'm kind of fortunate in that I spent 14 years as an Army officer in the Canadian Army, and 20 years after that as a management consultant with Canadian and international clients. And what I want to do very briefly today in this short video is I want to talk to you. If you are a veteran or a serving member of Canada's military, or if you're a hiring manager or a corporate executive, I've got something to say to both sides. And it's about veterans and how they should be looked at when they leave the military and how valuable they are. They're a secret weapon that only a few businesses in Canada are realizing and are using. Every year, about 8,000 Canadian Forces men and women leave the military. 80% of that 8,000, or 6,400 on average, are fit, healthy, young. Their average age is about 38. They've got about 15 years of experience in the military, and they're ready and raring to go for a second career. But what to do? Well, if you're a soldier, you look at your technical skills as your ability to shoot people far away, or drive a tank, or operate a ship, or maybe snipe and be a machinist on a submarine, or you're an aircraft mechanic. And you look at that as the skill that you bring to the workplace. But if you're an infantryman, like I was, there isn't a lot of call in the private sector for sneaking up and killing people in the middle of the night. So what do? If you're in the business world, you need to hire people. And the people that are the hardest to find are not the people who make the widgets and operate the widget machines, because you can find those just about anywhere and train just about anybody to do that, given enough time. The people that I learned as a management consultant who are the most in demand in the private sector and in government civil service outside the military and in not-for-profit sector and in international organizations, they're managers, they're leaders. The soft skills that CEOs and human resource experts look for every day. And they're hard to find. People who can lead teams, people who can inspire and motivate. When they consider on the civil side, the business side, they look over at the military guy and they think, well, should I hire him? They have some misconceptions. The misconceptions are that soldiers just do what they're told. They don't think for themselves, that they're uneducated, that they yell at people all of the time. None of those are true. In fact, couldn't be further from the truth. If you're a soldier and you're motivating other soldiers to run up a hill into probably certain death, you can't do that by just yelling at somebody. You have to have inspired them already. If you're on the other side of the coin and you're a military person, you look at the civilian world and you're trying to find a place for your technical skill. But what you don't notice about yourself is that every one of these 6,400 fit, able, young, healthy, motivated veterans, from day one in the military, they've been taught to lead. Right at the beginning of recruit school, one candidate in every platoon, every class, is picked as the course senior. That's the person that the instructors deal with to get information passed on what time they have to get up in the morning, what time they're going to have breakfast in the morning, what uniform they're going to wear. You pick a course senior and it changes every day. Right from day one as a recruit, you don't even know anything about the military, but you're learning to lead. And you do that every day for the rest of your career. Most of these 6,400 veterans that are being released every year have 15 years service. By that time, most of them have led groups up to 40 employees strong. Call them employees, not just soldiers. A lot of them have led groups of up in the hundreds. When I was 25, I commanded a group of 270 soldiers on a training company. I had 2 levels of management underneath me. The military, every single person in the military has all the soft skills. Leadership, communication, problem solving, initiative, breaking things down, analysis, and managing things, from budgets to human beings, hitting objectives on time and on budget. But you know what? If you're a veteran or a serving soldier, you probably don't even think about those things because everybody in the military has them. They're commonplace. you take them for granted. Well, I'm telling you right now, as a guy who got out of the military and made a living in the private sector, it's exactly those skills that you take for granted that are worth big bucks on Civvy Street. And if you're a hiring manager, it's exactly those skills, the hardest ones for you to find, the most expensive ones for you to develop in your own employees. That's what veterans bring to the equation in buckets. You can teach anybody how to sell insurance, but it takes years to teach somebody how to motivate, inspire, and lead a team of insurance salesmen. You can teach a veteran how to sell insurance, or to sell cars, or to fix bikes, or to run your Tim Hortons. But it takes years for them to know how to motivate the people to do that. They already know how to do that. So, bring the worlds together. If you're a veteran or a serving soldier, understand that your value outside the military is on the soft skill side. Yeah, it's great that you can fix a tank. Maybe there's somebody who wants to use those technical skills, but they may be hard to find. But every business, every government department, every not-for-profit needs people who can lead and manage and inspire. And if you're a hiring manager in one of those businesses, or in one of those ministries, or in one of those not-for-profits, look to veterans. 6,400 of them walk out of the military door every year. They're looking for something to do, a meaningful job to contribute to society, to be a team player in your organization. All you have to do is show them where the nuts and bolts are. They'll make sure it gets done. My name is Mark Toohey with Sun News. We're a proud supporter of veterans, and we employ some, many of them, some of our best employees. Tell us what you think on Twitter, on Facebook, and follow our channel right here on YouTube.